Welcome, everybody, to the Cereal Tlak podcast number 3.
What up?
A super amazing, epic, delicious episode. We have something special for you guys today. We have the one, the only, the sexiest Davis Harker. Davis,
Big Davey D.
say hi. Say hi, Dave.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
It's a pleasure to have you here, my friend.
Oh, I know. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know.
Or you in forever. I haven't seen the viewers.
Yeah, that's right. You haven't seen
He is taking spot of Mason Galley. Galley is not in today. So Big Davey D is stepping in and taking over. Go ahead, Davis. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Make sure to lean close to the mic so everybody can hear you.
Okay, what do y'all want to know? What should I say?
I want to know your social security number. Your blood type.
2563.
Stop.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Is that real?
No.
Do I have to bleep that out? Oh, okay.
Actually, can you bleep that out? No. Let's see. Born and raised in Georgia. Moved to Oklahoma later. Worst decision of my life.
Don't boost.
It's a joke.
How come the only two of the people on this podcast hate Oklahoma?
I know.
It's
y'all
you and me.
been living here for a long time.
It's me and Mason, me and Farquhar, and then Galley and you. The two other people on this podcast hate it. Hate this place.
I love it. That was just a joke.
No, it's not. Whatever, dude.
Okay.
Whatever, man.
Anyways, moved to Oklahoma. Met these dudes about sophomore year, freshman. No, I met Colt, 6th grade.
Union White.
Union White.
Union White.
And
It's a football team.
Yeah, it was our youth football team. We were only good for 1 year. I was there.
Can I taste this?
Mm-hmm. Then, let's see. I met Mason.
Farquhar.
Farquhar.
I don't like that.
In what?
I don't know, but
I met you 9th grade year, but you didn't really talk to me or add me to the friend group till like end of sophomore year.
that's not true. But we have a special bond. I was a quarterback in high school and college, and Davis was my center in high school. So we have that special bond. I have to touch him in places that other people don't get to touch him.
No square.
That's fun.
Actually, lots of people touch me in those places.
We have a lot of fun football stories that I'm sure will come out at some point. But Davis did go on to play some Division I football. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. D1 athlete.
Dude, it was quite the experience. It's everything you hear about, and it's also everything you wouldn't expect either.
Okay.
Lots of goods, lots of bads. It all depends on the school you go to. Obviously, you go to a Power 5 school, you're going to be treated like a god. And if you go to a lesser 5 school like I did, you just got to fight for everything.
And where did you go?
I went to New Mexico State University down in Las Cruces, New
Is it
Mexico.
pretty? Is it pretty down there?
It is very pretty. Like, that's one thing I like about it is every morning I wake up, I go outside, pee in my backyard, and and I get to look at the mountains. You know?
Do you really? I didn't know you had that view.
Yeah, dude. Like that. The mountains are in my backyard.
And you get to watch while you pee.
They get to watch me pee.
That's
and
right.
So like I'm just no. I just drive, and then I go to school. Well, now this semester I'm completely done with everything. It's just school.
And you're about to be a chiropractor. You're going into chiropractic school.
Yeah,
correct?
start that next fall in September. And
where are you going?
Logan University. It's in right before St. Louis, Missouri, in Chesterfield.
So you're gonna be closer to us. Yeah.
Way closer. That's another. Sorry, eating some cereal. That's another thing I'm excited about is I'm way closer to family and friends. Because right now I'm about 12 hours away. Logan University is about 5. And yeah, get to come home, see my brothers play their sports.
I like how we just talked to him. That's pretty good, don't you
Yeah.
think?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that was way better than when we talked to Galley.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
Galley and Davis
like,
have this very hateful, hostile relationship.
Never mind.
I would say. Yeah. See, even like talking about it just kind of set him off just now. But
Starting to sweat.
But anyways, we're happy you're here, Davis. Davis, every time he comes to town, is kind of the party dude who really gets us out of our shell most of the time.
And I used to not be the party dude. It used to be like y'all would have to get me, but now
you get us
I've
out.
matured in a different party sexual way. You know,
Okay. There we
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're elephants in the room. I'm just kidding.
But as probably the only, or some of the only 2 single people left, out of Colt, or out of all our friends, Davis is my single buddy who comes in town and helps me go out and have fun.
We go to bars. We take shots. We
do?
we talk about girls that we're gonna go hit up, but then we don't because we're too drunk and we giggle and laugh.
We DM a lot of people we shouldn't.
Oh, and we DM random people and people we know from our past that we shouldn't DM.
Name two.
No,
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
name some.
Too
Name
personal.
some
No,
right now.
I'll name
the best
some.
night was rodeo. The time we went to the Cowboy
Oh yeah,
Club.
I was proud of Mason. I could have gone more, but for the shots we took, he was matching me.
I did not match him later on. I was.
He outdid me in the puke session.
And then we both slept on the living room floor, which was a lot of fun.
I'm not gonna lie, people.
Was that the night that you were messaging me that I was fake?
Yeah, that was the night.
No,
You're
that
fake,
was-
bro.
that
You're
wasn't-
fake. And I
that
was like, I
wasn't just
never
you.
got invited.
That was our whole friend
Yeah,
group.
I
You guys
texted,
yelled at all of us.
I texted the entire friend group that they were fake because they weren't out with me and Davis, and just a little context behind it.
Literally, your brother Spencer was there with us. I did
I
not
know,
expect him
out of
to come out
anyone,
with it.
yeah, it's an 18-year and up club. So, he was out there with us, and our bros weren't. I was upset.
That was a funny time. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Davis.
Me too,
It's
dude.
amazing to see your beautiful face.
You gotta keep in touch with me more, man.
I know. It's because you also got rid of your PS4. So, like...
Hey, that's another thing about the D1 school I go to. We don't always get as much money, so
Try going to a D2 school,
I
Davis.
needed bills.
What?
I literally went to NEO, dude. Like,
Yeah, but
Or a
still.
community college, Davis. Which I'm about to go back to, by the way, guys.
Hey,
I
you going
figured-
back?
Yeah, dude.
Going back.
What are you studying?
I'm
What's
gonna
up?
finish my psych. I got three classes to finish my
Oh,
psych.
for real?
Yeah. I was super close. It was stupid of me to stop.
It's like an associate's in psych, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about school.
So you're just gonna like? Oh, sorry. I didn't,
No, go ahead.
No,
it's part of it.
Look
I
how
interrupted
nice
you.
you
I
two
know.
just were.
I
You're like, oh,
interrupted.
sorry,
Okay,
man.
go ahead.
Normally it's
I'm
like,
so
dude,
sorry.
what the freak, bro? Watch it.
And he doesn't say freak.
No, yeah, this is the edited version.
I'm sorry.
Gotta bleep that out.
That's getting edited.
Anyways, the thing that I've noticed,
7 minutes and 15 seconds.
the thing I noticed about school, and we're all in
Set
it.
one for
so,
8 minutes 15.
but how complicated do they make just the whole process of like enrolling in school? It's like we're giving you all this money. You think you could like simplify it a little bit better than
It's so ridiculous.
you'll
It
be
should
like,
be like any other business. It
Yeah.
should be like any other business out there where you just show up, fill out one piece of paper, and you're done. They take
Yeah.
care of everything else. Like
But you
if
know what?
they're
It's
providing you a
not.
service.
yeah, but randomly like halfway through the semester, they're like, oh yeah, you owe $656.
That
You're like,
wasn't
what?
there at the beginning. But
Like,
we just
where did that
we
come from?
forgot. Here you go.
Oh,
And
we
if
added a
anything-
book to your syllabus, so here you go.
And it, like, luckily, I've been fortunate to be on scholarship my whole time in college. But still, like, even on scholarship, it still can be really complicated because it's a whole nother side of things. Like with NEO, I left NEO. I was literally like 4 credits from being able to graduate NEO with an associate's, and I transferred to New Mexico with 55 hours, and New Mexico only counted 32, and they had me like I get there, like no one's contacted me or anything. I show up, I'm moving in, and they're like, "Hey, we got to get you signed up for classes," and classes start the next day. And so, as many of you know that go to 4 years, it's really competitive signing up for classes. And it was just ridiculous. I had never been so stressed and freaked out in a 2-day span like I was.
Yeah.
Like I was like I had like anxiety, like
And-
really bad.
And the worst part is they have advisors that literally are like specialized in trying to help you get the best schedule. Yet they don't like. It seems like you're still doing everything on your own. Like,
Yeah, even
it's the worst process I've ever been through.
I gotta say,
It's-
go ahead, finish yours.
even with the athletes, or at other schools I've been on visits to where like they had the advisor was also like a athletic advisor, and she at this one school she'd been there for a long time. She had every major, she had every prerequisite planned out, every course she needed to take in order to graduate with that degree, and she had backups in case something happened. I get to NMSU, like there's athletic advisors and there's student advisors, and I have to talk. They hate each other at NMSU, and so I have to go back and forth between both of them because I have to I have to plan. It's weird. You know, they always say student athlete, the student part comes first, but at New Mexico State, it felt like the athletic part was more important, and I was having to plan around athletics rather than athletics planning around the student life.
That's good.
Make sure you're leaning closer. It's not.
Testing one. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you can do that. But what I was gonna say was TCC advisors. They're actually awesome. Every time I go,
I actually heard that Tulsa Community College for those of you out of state.
I'm a huge advocate for it. Like I know that it's complicated to get going, but I wouldn't switch my experience there and go. I'm super excited to go back, which is weird to say, but like I'm really genuine. I wish I could. That's what I wish I did this week. Honestly, is like go back to class because the atmosphere is cool. The advisors, they help you. They just give you out like here's what you do: 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. You're done. And there's like 39 steps, but at least they're like this, and they're like your major. This is the class you need to take. This. You're done. And it's like this is how it should be.
Yeah.
See, that's how it is at MSU, but it's like here, I'm going to recommend you take this one, or you could take this, or you could completely go look for whatever you want. But you have to have this code, this class number. You got to make sure you're in the right section. You also got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to make sure your classes aren't taken. It depends. It all depends on your major. Like mine, I'm in kinesiology. I'm in like a medical kind of degree, so those classes are really competitive to get into. But
we got TCC when I went. Since I have over a certain amount of hours, I'm priority. So I get to enroll in classes 2 weeks before everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get freaking all this dope stuff. And I'm thinking, so tell me what you guys think of this idea. I'm not sure. So once I get done with the psych, I got the associates. It's locked down. I'm thinking, because I'm not going to do anything with psych. I don't want to go be a
hard
counselor.
major to do.
And so I'm thinking about switching it and doing the beginnings at TCC, switching it up. And just doing it at TCC instead of like transferring to get my bachelor's in psych, because you don't get there's nothing you can do with a psych till you get a master's at least.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about? Do you think that's a good idea? You think it's a bad idea?
To turn around and do.
So once I finish the psych, so I have it set.
What was the initial idea you lost? You said psych so many times.
Stay at TCC for another like year maybe, whatever it takes, and get another associate's in another.
Oh, like in a different. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I know. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a recruiter for a company here in Tulsa called Aerotech, and so I do a lot of.
Sorry, choked on
his face. You look like you were dying. His eyes.
Bro, like,
he goes. His eyes got big.
Well, like I thought I chewed up some ice and I swallowed it, but then there was one guy in there that snuck past the chewed up part. And
He said, "Hey, I'm coming for you. Here I come."
Golly.
All right, keep going.
But yeah, so I do a lot of staff recruiting, doing a lot of like working with resumes and whatnot, and so I think the education part, as long as you get that associates, it really doesn't matter until you get like that term, I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say, the like certificate of associates or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Until you like complete it, that's whenever you can do it. So I think the whole thing is just like finishing whatever you start.
Yeah.
So, and I do know like a lot of schools you can transfer into 4-year schools and like go on and do something else.
Yeah.
It might just take another extra year there or not. I don't know exactly, but I think associate degrees are just as good as, in some cases, are just as good as bachelor degrees.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, my stepdad always told me it's like one of those things that they can't take away from you. Once you have it, nobody can take it away. It's yours. You're set in stone.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, in my many years of school and coming up in life, I've been told over that, honestly, bachelor, you need a degree. A degree gets you a foot in the door, but in all reality, it's all about experience and who you know.
Yeah.
That's so
like for sure.
So true.
Like if you could have all these bachelor's degrees, but if you have no idea what the hell you're doing, then
it doesn't matter.
That's just a piece of paper. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't know anybody to help you get to that industry that you're wanting, you're gonna have to be pretty dang lucky.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be one of those like 1 in 100 people that gets picked out of a crowd that all have those other bachelors, that have all that other degree, and you just have to be the one that got lucky enough to get there. Otherwise, you need to know people in that industry.
And that's why like networking is so like important. Like
with anything at all.
Like
sports,
anything at all,
jobs, whatever it might be.
Like I try to. I mean, there are some bridges that I've actually burned a lot more bridges than I should have, but that's just the kind of person I am. But I've kept some bridges with people, and it's gonna take me some places.
It will.
Also, like going out and stuff. Like, obviously you go out to have a good time, but like, you know, I've met some pretty random ass people in the bar, and like, but they ended up being people that I got their information, and I'm gonna hit them up later.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot actually. Whenever you're actually out having a good time and like the networking happening within that. I think both of y'all are spot on with that because, you know, out of all we work with around 120 different like clients here in Oklahoma as a staffing company, and so a lot of that I haven't seen one person really hired off of their school experience. It's always been, all right, what's their experience within the industry? What's their experience, you know, using this program or that? And so the experience is good. That's why a lot of people you know, urge people to do internships within their schooling because it really is more. You really get more out of that internship than you do in school, and so that's what I've learned a lot. And then networking, that's just with anything. Like, especially if you're wanting to do something big time, a lot of that is having to do with who you know, who can get you there, and so on. So
That's what's sitting on the screen.
Networking and experience is for sure a good thing within your job.
No, yeah, and like we were saying, it's all about who you know. Like y'all have jobs available whenever. Why not?
The rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying I couldn't eat it. I was like, I bought it.
You were looking at Farquhar like you were so sad.
He has a Reese's, and he started opening
Reese's.
up. Okay, let's settle that then.
Oh,
it's definitely Reese's.
It's Reese's.
It's Reese's.
Definitely.
It's not Reese's. They named it Reese's Pieces because it rhymes.
Dude, I've looked this up. The company says it's Reese's.
Yes.
The company they say, hello, I'm Reese's.
And
I'm the CEO of Reese's.
Even the grammar doesn't say...
Not Reese's.
No, yeah, Reese's.
Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's.
Oh my gosh. All right, that's over with that.
You're about to get smacked in the head.
I'm literally saying it how you're saying it. Reese's.
It's Reese's.
Reese's.
Dude, it's
not
Reese's.
I'm not saying Reese's. I'm saying
hard E.
You 100% just said Reese's twice.
Reese's.
It's not Reese's Pieces. It's Reese's Pieces.
You made me sound like a little dork.
That's what you sound
that's
like.
what you sound like when you say.
Whenever you say
Reese's.
stupid stuff, that's the voice I'll give you. So
I feel lost.
definitely Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's.
Reese's Puffs.
Hold on.
Reese's Puffs.
Wait.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
Reese's.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I got a question for you guys since we feel like that one's covered. All right, so I was getting my hair cut today. Okay.
Speaking of that,
Is this a situational question?
Yes.
Oh, it looks good. I just now noticed.
Oh, thank you. I had a.
Where'd you go?
So I went to Sports Clips because they do awesome.
Okay.
And they're not.
Go on with the question.
Anyways, yeah. So there was this mom sitting in front of me, and she had a little kid, and the kid was probably, I don't know, 3. I'm not good with little kids' age. I'd say 3. Like, he could walk around, but very, like, not good. You know what I mean? Like, he's, like, stumbling everywhere. He's climbing on things.
He's a little shit.
So she tells him, stop climbing on the chairs. You're going to hurt yourself. Okay? And he stops for, like, half a second, then he does whatever he wants, and she's just like, whatever. Goes back to on her phone. I'm there for a while, so, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes goes by. He ends up getting on a chair and he falls off and hurts himself. And so he starts crying. Okay? I don't want to tell you what the mom did yet, but how would you handle that situation? Let's say the kid was 3, and let's up it. Like, let's say 3 to 6. I know this kid was probably around 3. But let's give you a range of 3 to 6, pick an age in there, and your kid didn't listen to you, fell and hurt themselves. How would you handle that situation?
Are they like crying or like what's?
They're crying. Okay. If they're not like they've like hit their head, or they didn't really hit their head. They just did something that kind of like they're not hurt, but they're hurt enough to cry because they're babies. They're like children.
So are you talking at the end or like in the middle, like whenever they disobeyed, or like after, whenever the kid's hurt?
So you've already seen that your kid was climbing around and you told them stop, don't climb around. You're gonna get hurt, and then they continue to climb around and get hurt. How would you handle that situation?
After. They're crying, and this is where you're...
No, like, immediately, they just fall. They're... Okay. How would you handle that?
So I haven't told them no yet?
You have. You've already told them no.
Let's stop. Then they kept doing it.
Then they hurt
I
themselves.
lost my whole childhood.
Okay.
But you gotta, like, stop eating or slow down, because... I don't know if we can understand you. Yeah, no.
You're far away again, by the way.
I mean, I think that's a teaching moment, and none of us are fathers.
No, we're not,
or
and
parents,
we're not able to say anything about like parenting kids and however. I'm sure once you're a parent, it's totally different. It's totally different from our perspective too.
So if anyone is listening and has some comments, just let us know so that way we can learn. And whenever we do have kids, can apply that knowledge.
But we still have opinions.
We still have opinions.
And they're hard opinions.
And they're still right.
So. Or you can take your comments and go shove them somewhere because we don't care.
We do care. That's not true.
We do care.
We have no comments.
This is the persona I bring to this podcast.
All right. Well, give me your opinion. So I'll tell you what she did after.
Well, first,
and I'll tell you what I'll do before.
Like any parent, I'm going to make sure my kid's okay because something. You never know. Maybe they did really hurt themselves, mom. But anyways, I would make sure they're okay, and then I'd call them a dumbass like my dad would. And
okay.
I would just tell him I told you so. That's like I told you stop. Stop means stop.
Right.
I'm not gonna publicly embarrass my kid. He's already embarrassing himself.
I think it's a good,
or herself.
I think it's a good teaching moment for sure. That the reason parents tell kids what to do is most of the time for their benefit or for their safety, and so in any way that you can communicate that to your kids, where they see that. The reason you asked them to stop is so they wouldn't get hurt or not kind of make a fool of themselves like the kid did. I think it's a good teaching point to show them in that way. I don't know how I would, honestly. I don't know how I'd interact with my kid. I wouldn't really be, I'm not like a hard, tough love person, but I am, I'll show some affectionate, but I'm not going to like baby him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to like hug him and be like, oh, are you okay? Oh my gosh. I'd be more of like, hey, do you see why I told you not to do so?
No, yeah.
And so that's how I would handle it.
Like we're kind of the same, except just going through stuff I went through. I will show a lot of tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Just because my mom was always like, you got to have bones showing, or you got to be bleeding out, or if you're not, then you're fine.
So I'll tell you how this lady handled it.
All right, tell us.
And I kind of
she just left.
She punched the kid in the face after they fell.
Oh,
not even
punched the kid in the face.
She like slapped the kid in the
CPS.
face. No, I'm kidding. That didn't happen.
Oh my! How do I believe you?
Dude, why weren't you filming? Like,
no, what really happened though is the kid fell, started crying. Mom didn't say a word, dude. Mom didn't say a word. She just looked at the kid. She grabbed his arm, picked him up to his feet, and then dropped him back down on his feet, and then just let go of him and went back to her phone. Kid was still crying. I'm like, this mom doesn't. She would seem cool. She didn't seem like she was hateful.
Yeah.
She was just kind of like, I see the kid drop, pop, and I look up, and the mom looks up from her phone, sees her kid's crying, she grabs him by the arm, and it looks like a rag doll. Like she just picks him up like a rag doll, and he's like, woo.
Wait, she picked his arm or his feet up?
His arm.
Okay.
Picks his arm up, sets him down, and then she just like sets him there, and then goes back to her phone. Didn't say a word the
she
whole time.
She probably already did, teach him in some way, and then just
She
was over
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
Now, let's say...
I'm not saying she's wrong at all, because I was that's a good way to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own parenting techniques, and there's no perfect way to parent a child. But
as we say, as 22-year-old men without any kids and any...
two of us without any hopes of kids.
I've had younger brothers. I pretty much had to raise them whenever my parents were.
Oh, but it's not even close to the same thing.
With a younger brother, you're just gonna punch him in the face and you're good.
Yeah.
You're allowed to yell at. How do you think I'm gonna raise my kids?
But it's not even close to the same thing.
Okay, I thought you were serious because that was something you'd be serious about.
No. Only now. Let's say the kid didn't fall and he's just being a little turd. And he's just embarrassing the mom. How would y'all handle that? Like he's just on his worst behavior.
That I remember my parents would talk about it. Like when the kid starts to throw a temper tantrum, you can't react to it. Otherwise, it continues to happen. It's like feeding a stray dog; they just continue to come back.
Yeah.
But my instinct would be stop.
Yeah.
Get onto him and be like, stop! You're gonna get a spanking. This is not appropriate. It's not acceptable. Do not behave this way. That's what I would want to do. But I feel like if I had my parents or somebody see that and they told me hey, this is how you're supposed to handle it, I would handle it just ignoring it and just let it happen, let it run its course, because if you continue to feed into it, it happens more.
See, that's my thing. If I was whenever I'm a parent and someone tries to tell me how to parent my kids, that would piss me off more than anything. Hey, that's my kid.
Unless it's someone you respect.
But if it's my dad that's and I've asked him
if it's
hey, they're doing this, what the heck do I do?
No, if it's my dad, the grandparents, then yeah, but if it's some random stranger and mom, they're like, hey, control your kid, I'm going to be like, Listen,
Yeah,
lady.
that's anyone though.
Yeah, listen.
Anyone's gonna
Yeah.
go Mama Bear.
What if it's
Papa Bear.
your parents-in-law that tell you?
That's a tough one.
Oh,
you don't
no,
know. For one, you don't know. I don't know my parents-in-law. I don't know my.
We will
Yeah,
someday.
mean,
That's a question for you, Colt.
It
You know,
depends.
what if Trinity?
It
Like,
honestly would
let's
depend.
say. Never mind. You know, that's
It'd be
too
interesting to ever
hypothetical.
listen to this.
That's too
I know
hypothetical.
Trinity's dad's listening, like just writing your name on a list. Just like, okay, I'll remember that.
No, I would.
Who else is on this list? What is the list for?
Do you not have a list? People that done you
Do
wrong?
you have a list?
I have a list of people that done me wrong.
What do you do to the
Future
people on
kid.
the list?
Nothing at all.
Am I on there?
The list is titled things or people to not do it for.
I actually do
To
have a
not
list.
do it for.
Yeah.
Your Dunzo
So
list.
my motivation
Dunzo.
is not for them. It's for the people I
Oh
love.
no.
So you have two lists.
I
Just
have.
one list.
So you have but then do you love everybody else that's not on the list?
No,
Then you need a love list.
No, I know who I love in my head. That's a given.
But you have to have a list
But
of
I
people
have
you
to be
hate.
reminded of the people that have done me wrong, stabbed me in the back.
You don't have a list.
I can
Prove
pull
it
out.
right now.
I have it right here.
Pull it
brother.
out.
I have it right
Bro,
here.
this is
Oh,
psychopath
no,
stuff.
no, Loki. I have a list just like not to
You
like.
both? I could see you having a list.
Not to kill anybody, but to.
It's not to kill anyone. It's literally a list. My list. Who to not do it for. And I have a list of people.
Hold on, can I
And
see?
you'd be surprised. Some people are on there that you wouldn't understand. Yeah, exactly.
Let me see.
Exactly.
I like how it's at the back of the book.
It is.
I know.
So,
What? Some of
there
the
it is.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I look.
Yeah.
And this is like complete like
And you haven't crossed him off.
no
That
I haven't.
individual.
Whoa.
We'll talk about the list
Okay.
later.
When
but
we're not
this is
recording.
all
When we're not
about-
recording.
Yeah. Yeah. But this isn't like a I'm gonna hurt
like-
you type list.
I
It's
like
more
how
of
you
like,
go. I like
how you starred certain
Yeah.
individuals.
I like how you go. Last name first, then last name. Then
He didn't do last name first.
No, I meant like first name,
Oh, okay.
first, last, then last,
See,
first,
this
last,
is
first.
when you start doing the last first, that's serial killer. Right there.
It's not. No.
That's
it's
like
not.
He even,
legal
added
document.
the comma. What's the star mean? Does that even worse?
Don't worry.
That
We'll
means
talk
he's
about
going
it
to
later.
torture those individuals.
No, no, it's not a like a hit list, man. Like Baker Mayfield has a list like of hundreds of people. Do you know that? Baker Mayfield has a list of 100 people. Like, and I assume it's gotten bigger as he's gotten bigger. But
Okay, then
whenever
he,
he
needs help if
goes,
it's hundreds of people. I just got 4.
but
The Bible says to forgive.
I forgive.
Oh no,
these
no,
people.
I will forgive them with
Yeah. I
my
forgive.
fist?
my fist of
Yeah,
forgiveness.
there it
But
is
listen,
right there.
listen, with anything that I've learned from this season of my life, it's you gotta like have a tight circle.
Dude, I freaking love that season of
can I-
life, dude. That's dope.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were gonna interrupt with something new.
Yeah,
so
you're
I got
about to get
kinda-
angry.
I was about
See,
to
He
teach,
did,
man.
he
That's when
I
we
was
get
like,
angry.
You're about to get put on the list, Davis. He's
No,
about to write you
listen.
down.
Listen, you gotta like have your circle of people that you really trust.
Parker Davis.
Sometimes people could, even like within that circle can like hurt you in a way that like you can't let them back in after. You know what I mean? So it's
I got
just
you.
it's just a matter of like me putting my circle or tightening my circle up with people that I trust and not letting everyone in. I've done that my entire life. I've trusted everyone. I'm not to say you can't love these people that you don't trust. It's a whole different thing. I can
Yeah.
love everyone, but I don't have to trust everyone. That
You're
makes
right.
sense.
I feel
So this is more of me like closing, making my circle tighter of people that I've trusted in the past that have not come through for me or have done me wrong or that I feel like I can't trust. I still
Yeah.
love them, all, but I feel like I can't trust them in a way, whether it be in different aspects of life or whatever it might be. That's how I feel. So
I love
See,
it,
like-
dude. That's dope.
Like with my list, like that's kind of the same. Like I always try to be friends with everybody. Try
I
to
need
hang.
proof that you have a list.
Hold on, it's up here.
no, I just whipped out a
no,
list,
dude.
brother.
I got a list in my head of people that piss me off.
No. This
That's
is.
not a list, though. I haven't
do
written
you want
it
me?
down.
Do you want me to write it down?
Yes.
no, too long. Let's
You're
do
It's
more.
right.
really not.
That would
It's like
take
it's
a
like
year.
4 people. It's like 4. They're not even in. Actually, there's
We
one
would all
person
probably
now.
be on your list at one point.
No.
And I imagine your list is like right on, cross off, right on, cross off.
No, it's
'Cause
not.
You get mad at people and then like forgive them
Y'all-
so fast. Brother.
you're not-
you
y'all are-
literally left the house yesterday because you're pissed at me, and then the next day
No.
you're like, "Hey, I'm sorry about that."
I bet you'll write us on your list after this podcast.
I
bet you do.
because of this
Okay,
one.
yesterday I just really wanted to work out. Okay, that's all.
That's 2
I
days
was.
ago.
What do you mean last night? You
2 nights
when did
ago.
I-
2 nights ago, you left me
I
and
was gonna
Gally.
say-
We're all watching a
Okay.
movie. We're watching Get Out. Great movie.
It was actually really good. Good job.
Really
Jordan.
good movie. Good job, Jordan. I know you're listening. to this.
Yeah, you're totally listening to this.
But Davis gets mad at us because, I forgot my lifting shoes, and I was like, hey, let's just go tomorrow. I'm not going to lift today. And he has to have me to get in because he's using my guest pass. So he didn't, say anything. He just left. And
No, I said, what the F?
Yeah, and then he left.
And then I left.
But it's just like a normal thing. So me and Gally like looked at each other and just like had a normal conversation after.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I was like, no one chased after me. No.
This is probably like the little kid thing.
I was just about to say that.
The
It's
more
like
we
feeding
chase after
into it.
you, the more you'll leave.
It's feeding into the temper tantrum.
So
No. It's okay.
Davis, come back. Don't leave. Stop.
I have my reasons for last night. One, I was told Gally's making tacos. Did Gally make tacos? No. 2, he said, come over, we'll just watch. He just come to Gally's for a little bit, we'll go lift. I get there, we're going to watch a movie. And I'm like, okay. Because I just really wanted to work out. I really wanted to hit legs. And
Are y'all hitting legs today?
no, I hit legs yesterday.
I did too. High five over hitting legs.
I'm doing arms and chest today, and my back.
Let's do it together.
You come with
I'll
us?
come. I'll come.
Yeah, dude, come.
Yes,
I'm
dude.
telling you, dude,
Plans
just-
on the podcast.
I'm
Oh,
telling
go
you, man.
ahead.
Just look at me, dude.
we don't have a lot of people listening, so we're able to do this.
Anyways, so I get there, and I haven't. It takes me a while to adjust to
Your
Gally.
stories are too long right now. You need to like cut them just.
Don't bash on Gally on the podcast right now.
Yeah,
we
this
still
is-
love him.
Yeah, this is Gally's spot. He might
Yeah.
he might be on your list,
I mean,
but
some of us love him. Miranda loves him. His family loves his coffee truck loves.
what about Bear? Do you think his dog loves him?
Bear wants me.
I honestly don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. I love dogs, but
You got so
I-
much.
We're about to get in. I can get in on this. We're about to go this way.
I hate most people's dogs.
Or okay,
Just because.
the fact that people idolize their dogs like so much to the
Oh
point
my
to where
God.
they're above human-like in the
That
house.
pisses me off more.
Like,
than,
I love dogs,
Actually,
too.
there's lots of things that piss me off more than anything, but that one, like, you can't trust those kind of people, that obsess over their dog. It's a freaking animal, okay? Dude, don't get me wrong. Some dogs are more intelligent and have a greater spirit than other dogs. Like, I get that.
And they are your best friend. Don't
They
get
are
me
man.
wrong,
They
but
are man's best friend.
But I
Yeah.
don't have a freaking portrait of Colt over my chimney. You know?
At the end of the day, when you go to bed with your loved one, it's your loved one, not your dog. Okay. You're not gonna do anything with your
Here's the
dog, you
thing.
pervs.
Dogs live like a seventh of a human life. Do you
Actually-
really want to invest as if I'm going to love somebody who's going to be around my entire life, the same amount of affection, not infection, as somebody who, as something that's going to die in 12 years? Like, do
Yeah.
you want to put that much
But here's
love
the
in
thing
something that's going to
also.
crumble?
I'll just put
To
food and
add
water.
to it, dogs are so loyal. So I get that point because like you can love a dog and it'll love you back because it has to. You know what I mean?
I think you got to guard your heart because it breaks my heart, dude.
No, don't get me wrong. There
When
are.
Blazer dies,
Oh, I
I don't
thought,
even
I thought
live
that was
with him.
past tense. I was like, Blazer's dead.
I was about to say the same
Blazer-
thing. I was like, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
what the
I'm
frick?
joking.
Get off my freaking podcast,
Joking,
bro.
dude. It's a joke.
Blazer is Colt's little chihuahua that he's had forever.
Listen,
See,
he's a
that-
rat terrier, and we think he's
No,
mixed with a chihuahua.
he's a rat.
Davis,
No, this is my thing.
I'm about to make a list, and you're number one.
good.
Freaking sicko.
At least I know I'm not number 2.
What's it?
That was a silver joke.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Anyways, like this will probably get a lot of hate, but like,
I don't like dog. They're just dogs, people. Okay, just feed them water, food.
like I get
take them
the
for a
hype,
walk.
but the worship part—that's my thing. I get the hype. Dogs are great. I love any dog I'll ever have, but it's not a god.
See, the thing is,
Mine are-
yeah, I go with you. You can't put it over people.
Yeah.
But I will love that thing too much. That's why I'm like, I have to remember that it's only around for 12 years because
Yeah.
I'll love it so hard that I'll be like, bro, I cry way more in movies when a dog dies than when I do in person.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Freaking Where the Red Fern Grows. I watched it with my dad. I tried
Did
to
you-
hide my tears behind
Marley
him.
and me.
No, I
Oh,
did
dude,
not.
don't-
Bro, I was in
don't-
class,
don't
bro.
watch
Don't get me.
bro.
Don't get me
At high
started on
school,
me, dude.
I watched it in class.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Bro, Marley and me. I'm a pretty big dude. I'm a pretty burly, buff dude.
but you're an emotional dude too.
I do.
I think you
I
might be
have
the
the
most
biggest.
emotional
I have the
out of
biggest.
any of us.
I have a big heart. A lot of hate.
You're like Texas.
Some love.
like,
Like the-
everything's big.
You're like the Grinch after he stole.
Yeah,
Christmas.
everything's
Yeah,
big.
that's right.
But I never stole Christmas. I just ruined
go.
it.
You beat it
Anyways.
with your tiny baseball bats, is what you did.
Oh man,
that's
we got some stories.
That's a story for another podcast.
That's true. That's why
That's
you.
true.
That's why you coming.
No, what were we talking about? Dogs?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Oh,
we can
yeah.
move on. I have something to go off of that transitions well. Are you done talking about dogs?
I was just gonna say I'm not a fan of small dogs. You know,
Well, 'cause you're a big guy,
Yeah,
small
like
dogs are
small dogs
scary.
hate me.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of small
Listen.
dogs.
Blazer didn't have that big of a problem with you.
What are you talking about? He yapped at me.
Banjo hated you.
Hates
Okay.
Banjo hates you. Blazer didn't care
Banjo
about you.
is my family's chihuahua.
Yeah, his
Mason Farquhar.
he loves his dad. His dad's a pretty big dude, but he hates me. I've done nothing but show this dog unconditional love.
You say you're gonna kick it every time you're walking in.
And you chase it around the house.
Only because he came at me first.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
well, he's
see, like my dream
11
dog,
pounds,
my
so-
dream dog's like a Saint Bernard, just a giant dog. I can have the same level of respect with. Be hey, going for a walk. Okay, let's go.
Was he the one that said, "Okay, let's go"?
Yeah, let's go dog.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
No, the dog was the one that said we're going on a walk. Get your leash, Davis.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Anyways, what are you gonna transition into?
Yeah, so I read a little interview about Chris Evans, and he's Captain America. So this is my little Marvel bit. No more Marvel other than this for this podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna take a
Davis
break from
suggested
Marvel.
it.
Yeah.
But
I outlawed it.
But Chris Evans in an interview, I can't remember who it was with. God, I can't talk. Who it was with, but he's talking about like living a single life because he's an older guy, and I know a lot of actors live like a single life until they're older, or date here and there. But he's kind of talking about like, and I'm kind of gonna ask a question off of this, but he's talking about dating, and how he really loves his dog, and that's why I kind of added in there after this part. But he talked about dating, how he's like a very individual dude, and he talks about like he likes to have his own thing and do his own stuff, and a lot of times when he's dating, he feels like the girl kind of adapts to what he does and like his interests. And there's even like a Parks and Rec episode where Ann Perkins like she switches it up with every girlfriend. Do you think like this is just girls? Do you think guys do this or like? But you know what I mean? Because I see this in friends. I see this in people. You're dating someone, you kind of turn and be more like them. Yeah. And it kind of takes away from your individual self.
I'm with Chris Evans. This is something that I've talked about with past relationships and things like that.
Yeah.
That it's been a huge it's a big pet peeve of mine when somebody would mold themselves or do things to change to accommodate me or to just. It's not. I don't want to say neat, kind of, needy maybe, not needy in the sense, but kind of like an Ann Perkins needy, where she changed and she that was their life, she's finding her identity in that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that always bothered me.
Yeah,
I never liked
it's also
that.
dangerous.
It's dangerous.
If I'm finding my identity in someone, and I know I'm at fault of this. It's
are you saying you're dating somebody and you try to be more like them?
No,
kind of thing?
A little bit. Or
model your life after, or mold your life after how they act and everything.
If I was dating you, Davis, it'd be I need you to make me okay. I need to make sure you're okay before I can be okay. Yeah. I have to make sure everything about you and us, between us, is great. Otherwise, my life isn't okay.
Oh, so someone who's all about making sure before themselves,
Not as much like that. It's an unhealthy way of looking at that. Does that make sense to you, Farquhar?
Okay, no,
Am I saying this right? I could be saying
a little weird, but I get where you're coming from.
No, I get it.
Yeah, so it's also kind of unhealthy because if you continuously change who you are and what you love and your interest, we're made and we love stuff for certain reasons that should be special to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing that we love shouldn't change all the rest of the things that we love or all the things that we like to do.
Like if someone said, if, for instance, I'm dating a girl and I love something, but she hates that. Start hating it too because she hates it. Is that what you're talking about?
Somewhat, but in a higher identity sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You date a girl that likes to go hiking. Oh, then all of a sudden you switch up into this big hiker dude who buys the shoes and you're all about hiking now. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
But I do love hiking.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah,
okay.
And then if she leaves you, it's her identity was in her and her hiking.
And I don't
you know what
hike
I mean?
anymore. Okay,
and
yeah.
So then she leaves and you're like, oh my gosh, this part of me, this other half, now I have this big hole because I don't know who I am as a person because so much of me was in that person.
Okay, now I'm back.
And this is stuff that I remember telling y'all about in high school about people, and y'all would be like, "Oh, you're stupid." I'm like, "No."
You were on a whole nother level from us.
Yeah, bro,
apparently.
I was freaking intellectual level like crazy. No, I'm kidding. But
I wasn't there. I wasn't invited.
You guys remember when I talked about one girl who ate pickles funny?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh,
you're like, bro, shut up.
Stop! It's just pickles.
I'm like, she eats pickles like corn. She turns it sideways. I hate it.
No, that's weird. You can't trust her. I'm glad you're not.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're not. Wait. Does
No,
Trinity eat
it's
pickles
not-
like that?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
That's why I mean I
I
wouldn't.
was gonna say
somebody that did
it's
that.
too late now.
Yeah.
Too late to find out. Now.
But for real though, like I think that's one thing that we all miss is like finding, you know, I think dating and finding the person that you're meant to be with or who you would be good with is all about, you know, during that single life, figuring out who you are. That way, the person who you end up with loves you for who you are.
Dude, it's crazy because
I agree
I'm not
with
gonna
that.
go
Yeah.
into super detail about my relationship, or honestly, I've never really had like a legit relationship with someone. As I'm just gonna say, it's hard to even start something with someone. Like, there have been times where I was ready to start something, but girls, man, they're crazy.
They're crazy.
Yeah. Plus, you also get a false expectation of what
like,
things are, especially with all the media, all the TV shows we watch now.
Yeah.
Is my relationship like Jim and Pam's? Is it like
Well,
Rachel
no,
Ross?
I've always gone off of how my mom raised me. You know, treat a woman with respect that she deserves. Open the door for her at every possibility.
He's
Stuff
doing
like
his dating application right now.
stuff like that. I like long walks on the beach.
Long
But yeah, just
6'7".
treating them with the respect that they're women. You know. Now, are there some women where?
It's plugged back in. Thank you.
Oh, what was that? Did I
He
do
unplugged the
something?
computer.
Oh, okay. No. What was I saying?
But it goes off of like what I'm saying is like whenever you start dating someone, it's like, oh, how do I act? Like to be, you know, kind of be honest with you guys. Like recently, I've been watching a lot of Matthew McConaughey rom-coms, so of course I'm doing stuff like Matthew.
Have you
like,
really?
I'm low key like studying how Matthew McConaughey is in these like he'll do a lot of hand motions like this, and so or, like, if you saw me, I'm doing hand motions.
He's doing a vertical
Yeah.
hand swipe. It looks
Yeah.
like a karate chop.
So like I've been doing stuff like that, doing a lot of hand motions, trying to talk like him. I'll throw all right in there every now and then.
No, that's weird. Don't
And-
do that.
And it's like building, like I'm exaggerating
Anytime we
in a
do
way.
anything-
And that,
But,
actually,
like-
actually, if you grew your hair out a little more, I think you could. You
Yeah,
could
got a
do
little
it.
skinnier, taller, yeah.
Tanner.
But I'm starting to like.
Did you say make out? Makeup.
What?
What did he just say? Did you hear that? Before he said skinnier and
I think
taller.
he wants to make out with you. I
He
think
said
that's what
he said
said.
make out
I don't
and
know.
skinnier
I don't
and
know what I
taller.
said.
I think,
it's on the
I think he said he
podcast,
wants
we'll
to make
do it.
out with you.
I
That's
think-
what he said.
No, you just kind of like. I had a good point there,
Anyway,
but now it's
but no,
gone.
yeah, I
You're
get,
kicking
I get,
butt, bro.
no,
Keep
no, like,
going.
I get what you're saying.
You
like,
just
I
said
see,
make
like,
out skinnier and taller. I just want you
Okay.
to know you said that.
I know
Anyway,
what I said.
no, but I get what you're saying. Like in relationships, you know, people try to model them after
Yeah.
famous relationships we see today, and like,
Yeah.
I'm honest, and I'm stuck over here just trying to take someone to a nice dinner. Like, is that too much to ask for? Like,
There's a lot of pressure
people
on
like
guys.
like people
if you
make
think
it,
about it.
girls make it so complicated sometimes. Like it's just yes or no. Do you want to go to dinner? Like you get a free dinner out of it if you think I'm.
So, do you think it's harder to be a guy or a girl in the dating scene?
I think it's two
It
different
depends.
kinds of
It
hard.
depends on. It all depends on
So
what,
let's
the,
take-
what
let's
the guy or
take
girl
just in
looks.
general.
What the guy or girl looks like.
Just in general, though, like think about it, because a guy has to have the
Yeah.
courage to go and ask first of all, and then the girl has to have the courage or like, you know, the will to say no and stand up for herself. So it's kind of like a two different kind of hard. I think it's easier for a girl to find someone than it is for a guy because usually.
Could you imagine? Okay, this is gonna sound shallow, but if you're not that attractive of a female, would that be? Do you think that would? I feel like that would be really hard.
like
Or
like that doesn't mean
Because
it.
unattractive dudes, you can have a great personality.
But see, yeah, like me, I've gone on dates with some pretty attractive
People would be
women.
so pissed off at us if they've listened to this point.
We have like what 8 listeners.
Yeah, all 8 of the Blake, Trinity, and then the
But
rest
listen,
of us.
No, but like saying like,
But like, look, Drax said it the best, right?
don't you ever call me.
For someone, no,
Bro.
in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, this man,
Oh, that was one.
yeah, he says,
Do you remember that when that happened?
It's a
You
good
and me were
thing.
together. We both busted out laughing, dude.
Yeah. All right, continue.
Drax
sorry.
says,
we high five.
it's a good thing you're ugly because, I don't know what he said exactly, but like, I'm able to see your heart better and know that people that stick around you, even when you're ugly, they actually love you.
Well, yeah, because you're
So
able
you
to
know
see
what I mean?
more of that person
Yeah,
besides just
so
looks.
you're almost
But
finding like, you know,
in my thing, like if you find yourself personally, if you find yourself unattracted, go do something about it. Don't just sit around and like let people call you ugly and shit or fat.
yeah, but that goes back
Just-
to the list. Don't do it for them, right?
You right?
No, I'm saying,
You right?
I'm saying, do it if you think you're unattractive. Go do something. Do it for yourself. Go make
Do it
yourself.
for yourself.
Go make
Do it for
yourself.
Don't do it because people tell you to.
'Cause-
Do it because it's what you want to do.
Because like I'm not trying to sound like a douche. That's like the path I'm on. Like I've tried being the bad boy or like the douchebag. I can't. I've tried it,
The man hug.
and what sucks is it works. Being a douchebag to girls works. girls won't admit it, but I've seen it
What
happen.
kind of douchebag are you? Be a douchebag to Farquhar. Farquhar, you're a girl right now. Do it.
Go ahead. What are you
Role
saying?
play right now.
If you walk up to me, what are you saying to me?
I'm
You know I
not-
got that big booty.
You're not walking up to him?
No, I'm gonna give her some looks. I'm like,
You're going to
So you're gonna make her walk up to you?
What do the looks look like?
Yeah.
Do it, and I'll describe it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, he's got his head back.
He's got
He's
his
pointing.
head back.
He's flaring his nostrils right now.
no, you.
Stop
no.
it.
Oh, bro.
Beep it up.
Gosh,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
4 minutes and 45 seconds. 44,
dang it.
45. Yeah, ding
My
dong.
bad.
Gosh,
But
dang
Thank
it.
no.
you for.
Anyway, no, that was a bad. You put me on the spot. Like,
I know that's a good thing. Though.
But no,
That's-
anyways,
that's
I've tried being a mean guy, and I can't bring myself to be that kind of person. I hate myself when I try to be an asshole to girls. And so right now, I'm just trying to make myself irresistible, you know. And then when girls are
Gotta get
falling all
that
over
tight
me,
body.
I mean it's semi tight right now. But when they're falling over me, I'm gonna turn them all down because y'all had your opportunity. Some of y'all had your chance. Some of you girls out there that are listening that we've gone on dates, we could have had something serious, and you had your chance. It's
Hey,
too late.
what list of those goes on? The list, right?
Ooh, I
Hey,
think-
they on the list.
They are on the list,
Are they?
but they're not on I have like an actual hit list of people I want to hit.
Whoa, okay.
The girls
You
are
can't
not
say
on
hit
the
list.
Like
No,
a
no, no.
kill
No, you
list?
can't
No,
say
no,
hit
no,
list.
hit list like punch, like hit.
Bro, you can't say hit
can't say
list,
hit
dude.
list.
Okay,
You know what that means.
To be
That's
clear.
what's scary.
Okay,
clear.
okay.
You know what that means.
Okay, punch list. How about that?
Okay.
And then there are girls.
I'm still a little scared right now. I
Yeah.
wanna see
And
how
then
How
long-
there's-
about just
and then-
a list of people you don't like? How about that
Okay.
list?
Okay, my haters.
Haters.
Okay,
There you go.
and then there's a list for girls that I'm gonna lead on and break their hearts. That sounds awful. That sounds awful.
I think I'd rather the hit list, honestly.
that sounds
I
awful.
think I'd rather the hit list.
That sounds awful, but that's just how I felt. Girls have fed me some bull crap. Sorry, I had to.
You've cussed so many times. Why are you trying to censor that one? Honestly.
No,
Out of all the ones, I tried to censor that one.
Hold on, I won't say that
But no,
one.
it's just I'm fed up with it. I'm gonna make myself irresistible. I'm gonna be a Greek god.
You're already Greek
Go
god,
ahead,
bro.
do it, man.
And in some people's eyes, yes. Maybe like 5 people.
My eyes.
Your eyes?
Fuck, bro.
What?
Are you
See?
see Greek god in your eyes?
He's almost there.
Oh.
I mean,
So,
some
you're
of the
gonna
girls
become,
have
so
a
now
little
if you
more.
become a Greek god, you're doing it for him, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm just missing the tan. I think that's all.
So here's a
Right.
question.
Anyways,
for your
let's
guys'
move
list.
on. Let's move on.
I have a
to
question
something
about the list.
Okay.
Okay, so if somebody that's not on that list asks you to do something, so let's say I don't know, some female that's not on the list that you showed me, Farquhar.
Yeah.
She says, in a nice way, she says, "Hey, you should work out more." Would she be on the list?
No, I don't think
Automatically.
so. I don't,
Automatically,
I'm just kidding. No, that's a joke.
how close is like?
But she's really dang close.
But the list is more for people that have been in the trust circle.
That
you know what I mean?
That's exactly how it is.
that have broken
they're-
the trust circle, that have
that have
broken
broken it, have got out of it, kind of
Escaped.
done me wrong. Yes, escaped. My
Escaped.
trust. I force you for me to trust you. Yeah.
My
No.
list is more of people who have thrown
Let
me
me-
under the bus.
Okay,
That's more of what my list is.
But like, a girl
I love
can't-
your guys' lists. They're so fascinating to me. I love it.
Like this one dude on the list. He, my injury.
You're
and
really
everything.
like killing. Like, I was ready to go in, and you just took it. But go
Hold on,
ahead.
let Farquhar go, and then you can
No,
talk about
you're
this
already,
dude.
you're in the middle of it. Go ahead.
No, I'm literally at the beginning. You were in the middle. You go.
You were in the middle.
Okay, thank you.
Tell the story.
But it's all about who was in the circle, who got out because of something they did that hurt me or whatever it is. But
Right back.
I mean, there's a guy in I play college football, so there's a guy in the stands that's like, hey, you're fat or something like that, and it's like, oh, you're on my list, man. No, it's not like that. You wouldn't, it's all about more of who I trust and who I should be reminded of that I can't trust again. It's not me hating these people. I know I love these people. I know God loves these people. I know that they might be doing something that's for the best for them, but I can't trust those people. I love them, but I can't trust them. That's
Okay.
kind of where I'm going with it.
I got you. You're kind of under the precept that trust is given until taken away, and then it has to be earned, and it's very hard to earn it back.
Yeah, and now it's kind of more like the opposite for me. What I've learned this season of like, you gotta make sure someone trusts you before trusting them, or you gotta make sure someone earns your trust before trusting them.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
that's-
So you were operating under the precepts
I was
that
operating on that everyone out there
trust
is,
everyone until
I
they've
trust
taken it away.
everyone and that they want what's best for me.
Yeah.
That's not the case in the world, as everyone
People
will
are
find out.
selfish.
No, that's how I am. Like I I try to trust everyone and give everyone a chance. But then once you break that circle, that's the difference between me and some people is I don't give second chances like most people.
Your circle, I feel like, Davis, correct me if I'm wrong.
It's not really a straight circle.
I feel like you're okay. So it's like what's very easy to tear. It's like tissue paper. Farquhar's is like gaff tape, so pretty sturdy, pretty thick, and then yours
electrical tape
is like cotton candy. Am I correct in that assumption?
Are you saying that I trust people or I give people too much leeway?
You know the exact opposite.
I don't give too much leeway?
That if somebody does anything wrong, they're on your list.
Yeah.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying...
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking questions.
When I mean by people giving me a reason not to trust them, like, it's got to be something, like, crucial. Like, I let a lot of things slide. I may not act like I let a lot of things slide, but I do. Like, I really don't care about a lot of things, but... Okay. Well, no. Say
but
what,
I see what he's saying. Like we talk about him leaving all the time, get mad at us. I guess in his eyes, he's letting that stuff slide because we don't think it should be something that he gets mad at. But he says, "I'm mad at this, but I'm not going to let it affect how I see these people." Yeah. Okay, I give it to you.
Or hurt it even more.
Most of the time I left.
High five. I appreciate that sort of kind of.
The most of the time I left was just because before I got too angry. That's why I left. I've
never seen you too angry.
Yeah, that's why I left.
One time we were at Galley's house and Davis's car wouldn't stop. He would turn it off and the air conditioning wouldn't stop blowing. So
and
this
I had
man
no idea what was going on.
He didn't know what was going on. So we get out. He gets out. We're all in there. We all know he's pissed, so we're all just kind of quiet. This man has those driller souvenir souvenir baseball bats.
Tell him why I was pissed.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I was the butt of all the jokes that night. Y'all.
But anyways, the thing that put him over the edge was the air conditioner. He gets out of his car, this Tahoe.
Because my car won't start.
Can I tell the story, please? Gosh, dang it! Let me tell the story for once. This man gets out of his Tahoe. What year? 2000?
2003.
2003 Tahoe. It has zip ties in the front bumper to keep it up.
Okay, that's from my dad's.
He gets the souvenir baseball bats. Two of them. Tulsa Drillers baseball bats that are like mini ones. He hits it like both opposite end, like double time. Do. He's like yelling at the door. If I remember,
it's like somebody
right.
clicking X really fast. Yes. Mortal Kombat on these.
Car. Gets in, slams the door, and leaves. And we're like, I don't know why he's mad at us, but anyways, good times.
Actually, I didn't leave. I had to get my car jumped first before I could leave, so I was even more mad.
That's right.
I think who was it? Rob jumped my car.
Someone did.
But it just added on to the anger But that was like more emotional anger. Like y'all haven't seen the physical anger. Or actually, I guess that was physical anger. What are we at our time limit?
Yeah, we're about there. We'll do one more conversation if you guys have anything. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up.
One more question.
You guys got anything?
Hold on.
I will put a disclaimer here. We know nothing about parenting, so if anybody gets mad at us, we're sorry.
Yeah. We still love dogs. That's
we love
one.
dogs.
No, we love dogs, just not other people's dogs.
How about this? We love dogs, but we don't like the people that worship dogs.
Yes, and we love everybody in the sense that we don't have a hit list.
And if you do worship dogs, that's
we're moved on from that one.
Oh, so I was letting you talk.
You almost got mad at me. I saw David's face. You see it? He almost put me on his hit list.
I'm trying to think of a question.
Also, we believe that everybody is meant to find somebody, and we want everybody to find somebody, and we're not shallow people, and we love everybody.
Yeah, we do.
Don't be ugly. That's the
Be yourself. Though.
Be yourself. 100%. And don't do it for other people. Do it all for you. Be a strong, independent, independent as in self-assured, confident individuals.
Cut ties with people that bring you down or that you shouldn't trust or that might just be out to, for you to go down.
There's other ways to get
what?
There's other ways to get stress out of your life. You don't have to make a list. That's just what some people do.
Let's not endorse making lists.
Yeah, I don't endorse making the list.
If anyone was to endorse lists, I think it would be me. But
listen, Baker Mayfield.
When I made the list, it was in a very dark spot of my life, and I'm not like exaggerating, or I might be a little bit, but sometimes it's just a list to don't do the list though. Don't be like me.
You got it off Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you are even somewhat
I got
don't
my
do
idea
it.
from
But
the scene in Billy Madison when he calls
Davis,
when he calls him. He's
That's
like,
now
he's
you're
like,
referring to it as an actual hit list, and we can't.
that's
like,
what we're saying.
Yeah.
it's not a hit list. It's just a
Oh
list.
my
It's a punch
gosh.
list.
It's not a hit list.
It's-
Yeah, the government's listening right now.
Will I physically be hitting somebody? Yes.
No, you're not. You're not gonna hit nobody.
no.
Stop. You'll go to jail. You're over 18. You hit people now, you go to jail.
No, not if they're over 18.
If they don't want you to hit them, you go to jail.
But if they're on my property,
If they say, "Hey, please don't hit me," pop!
I literally
You're
have
in
next.
jail.
I literally have next to this one kid's name. The next time he steps in my house, I'm dropping him on the freaking spot.
If you put that in front of a
I've
judge,
been on
they're
that
gonna be
list
like,
before
"Oh,
for
you
you."
should probably go to jail." They're not gonna be
Well, they're
like,
gonna read-
"Oh, since
they're
you
just-
had a list, he's
they're-
fine."
Anyways,
Okay, he
moving
may walk
on.
away with a
Moving
broken
on.
jaw. Big deal.
I want my boy Colt to talk a little bit about Weya. What's happening with Weya?
Oh yeah, so actually bad stuff happened yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So the game plan, I'll tell you all about it. Weya is this outdoor adventuring kind of apparel. It's like t-shirts and stuff. It was like a brand. They're really cool t-shirts. They're thick. They're comfy. They're great for walking around. But
Aren't all t-shirts great for
I meant like
hiking, stuff like that?
hiking.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like durable. They'll keep you warm, but they're also cool. Like they're awesome. So the idea was to partner with a certain organization. I can't say their name anymore.
Nike.
No, but I was going to partner with a wildlife organization and give a percentage of our profits, and we're still going to do this, but we don't get to have a brand partnership with them anymore. We were in the works, we're getting a partnership, and because we're not established enough right now, the partnership fell through, and so they canceled that stuff. So they were telling us, basically, you can still send us your money, you just can't use our stuff. And so I'm like,
Of course.
we may reevaluate, but we're still going to be sending all the profits to a organization as of right now, even if it's not a brand opportunity. So
Still good. Still progress of learning and all that.
I got some cool ideas that I'll tell you all, and anybody that listens to the podcast for an
So
hour
go get your merch.
is allowed to listen to it. So Blake came up with this idea that we do like a shadow marketing campaign. You will love this, bro. Get a bunch of people to like post kind of like.
Is that what you texted me about?
Yeah, you seen the
Can I still do
Avengers?
that?
Yes.
Okay.
You seen, bro? If you keep,
I'm sorry.
you seen the Avengers one where they're like, "We'll avenge the fallen,"
Yeah.
and it's all the people posted about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. We get a bunch of people to post something like about Weya the brand,
Yeah.
right? And then he talked about like getting people to like put things around the city and stuff. Weya like very,
that's
very
cool.
low key. Like what is happening? What is
Yeah.
getting people to notice it? Put it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And then stuff on even like little stickers on places just all over the city, and then come out all at once. Like if I can get a bunch of people to just post about it, talk about it, and put links in their stuff all at once, could be kind of cool. So this is an idea.
Yeah.
Does
that's dope.
Weya make underwear? I'll definitely post some
No, we made
underwear.
leggings. You want women's leggings?
If you
Hey.
need someone to model them, yes.
Hey, I would buy it if I saw Davis in women leggings.
It'll just be just the leggings
You got
on
a
my
customer,
post.
if so.
No, he said I get to pick whatever. And
Okay, cool.
Do I
But
still
yeah,
have to pay?
that's a cool idea. I like how
No, that is cool.
you and Blake are kind of like doing it from, I don't know if you got it from Marvel, but that's cool. Like idea how they all put it out at one time.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and just like overflow with certain things, especially for a smaller like brand, a startup brand. It's to be able to go out and just getting that first initial like, oh, I noticed this. Oh, I'm seeing this at different spots. It's like a good thing to like build a foundation on. So
Blake's smart about this
Yeah.
stuff, dude. Like he
we need
gets
to
it.
have this man talking on here.
I know.
Yeah.
When he's in town next time, Blake.
Yeah.
I know he's like one of the only people that fully listens.
Hey,
to
Spencer
it.
listens to it fully. So
For real?
Spencer, if you on here, 100%, you real?
I'm gonna go listen to the one I was on, but Colt flipped you off, Spencer.
That's not true.
He did a peace sign. He just couldn't see it because of the computer.
He did a peace sign with both of his middle fingers.
But anyways,
What? Hold on, we gotta do one more combo. I want to do one more.
how about what, Davis? You lead it if you want to do one more.
I've literally been
We're
trying to
near the
think.
end.
I know. I'm trying to think of a question. Like, let's see. What are we talking? We're talking about dogs.
A 2-minute conversation.
And you got 2 minutes to decide. Like this
Yeah.
is part of your conversation. Is figuring out the conversation.
You know what? I'll get back to you next time I can be on the podcast.
Yeah. Whenever you get back in May, you'll be welcome back.
When do y'all do these?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Posted every Monday.
Posted
Okay.
every single Monday.
Every single Monday.
We try to do it around noon, but sometimes it takes long to upload, so it's a little vague. So midday Monday.
I'm not gonna be here next Wednesday.
You know what it is? It's a great. It's something tasty for people to do when they have to go back to work.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It is. And just a reminder, make sure you follow the Instagram. Is Cereal Tlak Pod. That is the username. It's on the come up. We only have 6 posts right now, but I'm working on it. It's a fun thing to work on. Instagram is a fun little like marketing thing that I get to learn about a lot. So fun deal. More cereal to come. And Colt, close it out, bro.
Also,
Guys,
if
okay.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say also if this video gets 500 likes, the 500 liked will get a free adjustment whenever I'm a chiropractor.
Perfect.
But guys, honestly, thank you. If you've listened to this long, you're incredible. Thank you so much for listening. We are gonna head out have some cereal. Okay, you guys.
Do it.
Let's say okay. Well, this is it.
Peace out.